Well, caffeine is the miracle drug from God. You know what? I watched a super interesting study on caffeine. You guys should YouTube it. It's a documentary. It was on Joe Rogan. A guy was talking about caffeine and how caffeine changed the entire world. Like before caffeine, people were just living within the cycles of the sun, etc. But when caffeine came, they started doing night shifts and double shifts and the Industrial Revolution. Damn. And the idea of the coffee break was launched by companies because why would you give your employees time off? If you gave them half an hour break and coffee, they made more money than if they carried on working. And caffeine's this miracle drug. And he made a really interesting point. He said most people live their lives caffeinated. And I'm thinking, yeah, I've had 20 coffees a day every single day since I can remember. I can't remember what life's like without caffeine.
And the only time you don't drink caffeine for me is when I get sick. And I'm like, I just want to feel normal.
Yeah.
If you got a cold or sore throat, like, I don't want caffeine. The only time I don't drink caffeine.
I quit coffee for a week, and there was absolutely zero advantages. I didn't sleep any better, really.
Turned into a beta.
I didn't sleep any better. I was tired all the time. I was late. Like, there was nothing good came of it.
Yeah.
I was just like, give me that cup.
Yeah.
Give me 10 of them. Like, I don't, maybe you'll give me a heart attack. I don't know. But yeah, caffeine's the miracle drug. The reason I smoke is not because I'm addicted, because I have an iron mind and I could blink and cure my brain and stop smoking completely. In fact, there's certain places I go to in the world where I don't smoke for months at a time. I'm not addicted to anything. The reason I smoke is because nicotine is good for your testosterone level.
Okay.
That's the reason I smoke. I smoke because I like the drug of nicotine, because nicotine is actually positive. The reason I drink coffee is not because I'm addicted, because caffeine is a miracle drug.
Yeah.
I drink endless coffee, and of course the Matrix will come along and say too much coffee is bad for you, too much meat's bad for you. They say anything to make you weak and stupid. Caffeine, people don't understand that coffee changed the world. Before coffee and caffeine, we were we were living our lives in rhythm with the sun. We got up when the sun came up, we went down when the sun came down.
We couldn't go against
it. We didn't go against it very much. With the Industrial Revolution and caffeine, the introduction of caffeine, we now had night shifts, we now had double shifts. Think about this. If a job introduces a coffee break, if a company says, stop working and drink this coffee, that's because the coffee you have is worth the time they let you not work, because you make up for it plus some. That's how powerful it is. And what's actually interesting about me is when I think back, my entire reality is caffeinated. I haven't been awake without caffeine in years.
Yeah.
I drink coffee every single day. So I thought about this and I thought, maybe life's better without caffeine. So I took a week off of coffee.
Yeah.
And there was zero advantage. I didn't sleep any better. Yeah. I felt pissed off. I didn't feel like I could focus as well. I was more tired, but I couldn't sleep any better. It was weird. I was just like, this isn't me. Now, obviously, I'm still a hyper-competitive individual. I still went to the gym. I still did my work. I'm still the top G. But I didn't feel as good.
No benefits.
There was no benefits. Yeah. So after a week, I had a cup of coffee, and it was like, the miracle
Revelation.
is back. It's develop a coffee addiction. It's fantastic. There's nothing bad about caffeine. I have 10 to 15 coffees a day every single day, and I will do to the day I die.
I think you're talking about coffee, but I'd say the one bad thing was like the problem is the more you have, the less effect it gives you. So then the more you need to have.
Well, that's what you think.
Right.
You think it gives you less of effect, but when you quit it,
because your body builds a tolerance.
No, it doesn't. I stick to the base. I have 10 to 15 coffees every day. That's what I have every day. It's the same number. And I don't think I've built a tolerance to it, because when I stopped drinking it, I felt the difference. So I know that it's doing something. Yeah. It does something. I quit. It was only 2 weeks ago I did this 1 week no coffee thing. It was garbage. And I did it because I thought, you see these idiots online. They're like, take cold showers, don't drink coffee, read books. I knew they're full of because none of them have anything. They're all brokies. Yeah. And if I were to ever meet any of these people in person, these self-help gurus, I could grab them by their necks and I could wring them to death. I know that they're not men, right? Yeah. I could destroy all of them. So I'm not interested in really talking to any of them, but I thought about the coffee thing and I thought, well, my entire reality is caffeinated. Let me try life without it. And it was terrible.
Yeah.
Coffee is a gift from God. Caffeine is beautiful, as is nicotine. Ingest as much as possible. And for any doctor who says that it's unhealthy, meet me in the cage and we'll talk about health. Because if I can still beat it out of you, then I don't want to hear your opinions on health.
Health, yeah.
Because I think I'll do just fine against any doctor who says coffee is a bad idea. Caffeine is a miracle drug. I am heavily caffeinated at all times, 15 to 20 coffees a day. I've also done a lot of research into coffee, a lot of research and understanding. I've also tried to quit coffee to see if there's actually any genuine benefit or improvement to my life. There is nothing wrong with coffee. It can never hurt you. Coffee, a bunch of it. Less food, more coffee.